He's the Dubai Dealmaker and a good friend of the show, coming to us live from the UK. It's Chris Boswell.
How are you?
Hey, Chris, I'm doing great. You look well. COVID looks good on you.
I'm just turning your volume up. It's I'm actually have a really bad cold.
Oh no.
But I thought I'd fight on and be like a true soldier and obviously come on and do this. But yeah, I haven't felt too well the last couple of days. But apart from that, I'm okay. I have
Well, maybe because you travel so much. Like, when did you get to the UK from Dubai?
Oh, that was a few weeks ago. But as I say, I've got children, right? So children are just a little, they just carry everything, right? They pick up bugs at school and everything, and they come home and you just,
I don't know how they do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But yeah,
They're
everything
like
else apart from that is good.
Well, if you're just joining us, we're speaking with Chris Boswell, our Dubai Dealmaker. This is his third appearance on Real Talk. Chris, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to talk about two of your listings, a listing on an island.
Yep.
And then we're also going to get into the Dubai do's and don'ts. But first, before we start, Chris, I want to hear, what is your last word on 2020? As it comes to a close, what's one word that summed up 2020 for you?
I don't know if I can say that on here.
Oh, you can. You can cuss on IGTV.
Yeah, it's fucked, right? It's been bad. So, but you know, it's you kind of I've had a few things that have kind of come online the last couple of weeks, and I've just sold a property in Dubai, which is good. I can't give the price just yet because everyone will know what it is, but yeah, that's gone through okay. I've got another offer today for $15 million on something on the Palm Jumeirah in Dubai.
Yes. Well, where are these sales coming from? I'm so interested because you know the international markets. So, like, who are these buyers? Are they Americans? Are they Europeans?
The first set of buyers that have agreed to sale are local Emirati from Dubai themselves, and the second are from Spain for the villa on the Palm. Yeah, so Dubai is such a transient place, like as you know and what I've said before. You have people from all over the world. You have buyers from India, buyers from Europe, buyers from the US. It's there's a huge cocktail of different people that arrive there. So yeah, it's a good time, and because Dubai is open for business, they've handled the COVID issue really, really well. Everybody's descended on Dubai. Everybody I know, they don't even live in Dubai.
How have they handled it so well? Like, what do you think they've done better than America?
I think it was. I mean, I can only use the UK as a case study because I'm not quite sure on the timeline of what you did but the UK was a disaster, right? And we shut down, the airport's far too late. Dubai did it pretty much immediately, and everybody had to stay indoors, and you needed, which I wasn't there for that. If you remember, I got stuck here, so I was in the UK. But you have the PCR testing when you get they've stopped it now, but before you had to have a PCR test to fly to Dubai, and you had to have a negative test naturally to get on the plane. When you got there, you can do drive-through tests, whenever you kind of feel like, maybe I'm a bit under the weather, do I have it or don't I? So you can quickly put your mind at rest. And every single shopping mall you would go into, or any public place, there would be one of the COVID temperature scanners. So it's
in the mall.
Yeah. So when you walk in, it's like Predator. Do you remember Predator? I'm showing my age now, right?
Yes, I remember Predator.
If you walk in and you've got a temperature, you've just got this big red kind of X-ray head, and then they point you out. So they kind of, as much as they can do, they were on it, So. And they handled it well, and now because it's been handled so well, Dubai's pretty much open like normal, with a few exceptions.
But I can't go to Dubai as an American, right? They're not going to let me in.
I don't know. I had somebody. I've got someone that arrived there who's from New York the other day, but I don't know whether he flew from the US. He may have flew from the UK. I'm not too sure how it works with the US.
Oh, that's cool. You just have to fly through the UK. Well, since we're talking about Dubai. And we're talking about the market in Dubai. You still say it's an international market in Dubai, not a lot of Americans. What about buying a house in Dubai? Like, what's the two do's of buying a house in Dubai? What should we do?
Number one, call me, right?
Call Chris. That's for sure.
I mean, best way to answer the question from how it's understanding the exact requirement and the mandate from whoever you're dealing with, first and foremost, because I think it's important. I like to not really waste time, so I don't want to, run people around showing them things that may be too big, maybe too small, maybe over budget, maybe. Do you know what I mean? So come with a clear kind of mindset of what you want, what you want to buy. And we can kind of best match it that way.
What neighborhood should I buy in, Chris?
I personally think Palm Jumeirah, Emirates Hills, and Jumeirah Bay Island. Those are the three that I've sold a lot in, and the three that I that's my preferred choice if I was telling someone to purchase, because there's limited waterfront in Dubai. So if you're buying on the Palm Jumeirah, which is, as you know, the palm tree shaped development, or Jumeirah Bay, which has the Bulgari hotel and development, and Four Seasons hotel, and Nusret restaurant, which is kind of right at the front door of it.
Yes,
it's got limited supply, and it's a lot more difficult to reclaim and build a private island than build something further out in the desert. Because if you build something further out in the desert, it's a much easier development to construct, because you've taken an area of desert and you could be developing a golf course or whatever. Now Emirates Hills, which is a golf course,
we're getting a lot of comments. Emirates Hills is version of Bel Air.
Yeah, well, way back when Emaar, which is the developer of Emirates Hills, specifically modeled it on Beverly Hills, right? Beverly Hills, Humvee Hills, is kind of that kind of aesthetic when you're driving through it. It's gated, it's very, very private. It's a really, and one of the properties I'm going to talk about is also in Emirates Hills. Has a 200-acre golf course, which was designed by Colin Montgomery and Desmond. Forget his name. Someone will know. Desmond.
I love that they based it on Bel Air and Humvee Hills and kind of the Platinum Triangle. MR.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting fact. We're getting some other comments as well.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris? Anthony Budak, but also that we can go to
Desmond Muirhead. That's it. A legendary golfer. I don't play golf, but Desmond Muirhead and Colin Montgomery built the golf course designed the golf course rather. The development kind of sits around. I knew I'd get it.
But are you seeing American buyers right now, or no?
I have one family. I'm actually involved in a potential deal, which is pretty much there now in the Hollywood Hills, which was my buyer who's looking to buy there. I'll tell you more next time I speak to you. But we have a family that are moving from LA to Dubai once they can kind of get there. I've got a lot of people from London. I've got three. When I say three families, it's just coincidental that the three individual buyers that I have, they're a husband and wife and they've got children. They're all moving to Dubai as well in the new year. So yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's very difficult to explain it because you haven't been there yet, but Dubai is so fantastic. And I really think the next couple of years, Dubai is really going to boom. That's my kind of, my opinion on it. That's my forecast.
Sounds like the best place to COVID and to be, in sequestrement, basically. If you're just joining us, you're watching Real Talk with our Dubai dealmaker, Chris Boswell, who is coming to us live from the UK, but is the top agent in Dubai and comes on to teach us a little bit about that market. I can't wait to show people this new property of yours. Chris, take us inside. This is on an island in Dubai.
Yeah, this is an island called Nurai Island by Zaya. And it's when you say it's a private island, it's obviously a private resort and retreat because it has a hotel component to it with a spa, and there's 5 casual and fine dining restaurants and a fantastic children's club. So and there's some water villas on the other side of the island. So you have, I think there's about 15 estate villas which are like that. And it's just off the coast of Saadiyat Island, which is in Abu Dhabi, which is the capital city of the Emirates.
Incredible.
And near Saadiyat, you have the Guggenheim and the Louvre Museum. And so you basically check in at the tip of Saadiyat Island, which is part of Abu Dhabi. And then it's about a 12 to 15 minute boat ride out to the island, and this is one of the estate villas that's part of the island. And there's 2 helipads as well, so you can fly out by helicopter. Now this is that's right. This is this is fantastic. It's a good shot. It's right. There was a little bit of a delay there.
We were all dying over this Moroccan kind of, very Dubai tile work that they have. This house is stunning.
Yeah, it's really, really special. This actually has one of the best floor plans I've ever seen in a residential dwelling. Right? It's obviously difficult to explain without going through the floor plan, but it's very open plan. It's lateral. It sits on a 47,000 square foot plot. And it's just under 19,000 square foot built up. There's 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. You obviously have the pool. You have the private beach access. It's very, I suppose it's somewhat very Scandinavian. The way that it's kind of designed the interior, but it's just really, really beautiful. And the owner, who I think's watching, so I can't mess this up, right? She's done a fantastic job of that property, and it really is exclusive, right? So I think it's 15.5 million US, so it's 55 million dirham. There we go. So it's whatever 55 million dirham is in dollar. I think it's about 15.5 million US dollars. But yeah, it's a really special property. So
7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and over 18,700 square feet. That's massive.
Yeah, it's really special. I actually sold one just like that in 2008 when the island was, because they launched at the worst time, just before the financial crisis. And I sold a couple of water villas, and I sold another one just like this. So I'm really familiar with it. And I was invited to the launch, and Lionel Richie was playing at the launch, but my wife was 8.5 months pregnant. And my wife was like, "You are not going to a private island when I'm 8.5 months pregnant to watch Lionel Richie." But my other phone is ringing for some reason, which had been switched off. So I don't know why that's happening.
My phone's ringing too, but I'm not going to get it because we're going to keep going.
I have 3 phones, and I've turned them all off except there's an iPad ringing, so that's what it is. I apologize for that.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Real Talk with the Dubai Dealmaker, Chris Boswell, and we're going to go see another stunning property inside, this one on Emirates Hill.
Yes, this is a very special one. This is actually the same owner as the previous one, so it's a bit of trivia. Yeah, this is also 7 bedrooms. You can see the similarities in the interior design.
Is that a chair or is that a piece of art?
That's a chair, yeah. So you've got a chair, and again, this is really lateral, really open plan living area, and it all 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It's built on a double plot, so in that gated development, you can imagine you have one plot where the main house is, and then there would have been another plot next to it, but they purchased that plot as well. So they've kind of got a huge, I think it's about 34,000 square foot, 33,800 square foot. So they've got a beautiful pool. There's a gym area just off the side of the pool there, and it sits right on the golf course. There's a beautiful view of the golf course, which you may have, I hope.
The view of the golf course, I don't have.
Yeah, don't worry. I did send it, but it's a really, really special property, that one. And it's in a cul-de-sac, so it's at the end of a cul-de-sac, and it's built on a double plot, gated. It's really, really special, yeah.
I love the design. So the owner owns multiple properties in Dubai, do they design and develop them?
Yeah, they design and develop. They're in the property business, so yeah, they're property developers and hoteliers, and yeah, they've got a lot of real estate. So they're it's a really special one, that one. I really like that one. So if we have anyone who's watching who has any clients, I'm paying a good referral fee on this one. So
I love that. What's
get
the
in
referral
touch.
fee?
Incentivize.
Well, this one is actually on Emirates Hill, which we've said is kind of like the Bel Air of Dubai. 7 bedrooms, maids quarters, 8 bathrooms, over 15,200 square feet, and asking 12.55 million.
Yeah, so that's 46 million dirham equivalent.
Wow, incredible. And I love that you're seeing so much action from Spain and Europe and the UK, but also from Angelinos moving to Dubai. That's so interesting.
Yeah. So it's an interesting time.
Let's jump over and just do a holiday question. If you guys are just joining us, you're watching Real Talk with the Dubai Dealmaker, Chris Boswell. Chris, for our holidays, we're asking people to say something that's naughty about them and something that's nice. What's naughty about you that you would admit to? Do you run
What's
yellow?
naughty about me? Oh my God, this is one of those questions, you know, when you get asked and then you're thinking,
I like to put you on the spot.
you know what's naughty? I'll tell you one.
Okay.
My kids are here. On the Christmas tree,
Yeah.
my wife put a lot of these very expensive chocolates to kind of just put on the tree as like decoration for the kids that they could have when I've ate them all. So they've all gone. So what I have to do is when my wife tries to kind of like pin it on me, I say it's the elves because we've got the elves here.
The elves on the shelves, for sure.
Now I read Khloe Kardashian, Tom will know this, has 2 elves. I have 4. I have no idea how I've ended up with 4. One of the elves got injured, and now I've ended up with another one because another one comes to replace that elf. So
I don't know this elf on
so
the
that's
shelf.
naughty. The nice thing, what can we say? It's a long list, Alexander.
I think the nice thing about you is just that no matter who you ask, they love Chris Boswell. I've never had someone say something negative about you or the way you do
that's very
business
kind.
or anything.
Thank you.
But you are going to have to stop eating the chocolates. Those are for the children, Chris. Think of the children.
Yeah.
And in summation, as we say goodbye to Chris Boswell out in the UK, we want your one-word intention for 2021. If you could sum up your intention for 2021 in one word, Chris, what would that be?
One word.
One word. It could be like Frederick said,
one word
charity.
for 2020.
He wants to
charity.
More on charity.
Yeah, I think to just be. I can't give you one word because I can't think what it is, but I just think to be mindful maybe is the word. Just be mindful of other people. So mindful's the word, right? Be mindful of your surroundings and other people, and realize that everybody's going through something. Mm-hmm. Everyone's got something that they're either not talking about, or you know, we've all got problems, right, in our private lives and stuff, and you've just got to kind of be mindful of everybody else. I think that because we've all had a very difficult year, so just not to really judge people if they're kind of acting a bit strange, or it's because it's been a rough one, but yeah, just be mindful. I think that's the word for me.
Right. My mantra to tell people is that everyone COVID's differently. So if someone's freaking out about COVID, or someone's loose about it, or just everyone's going through their own movie right now, you gotta just
it's true. You just be glad that if you haven't caught this COVID, then you're lucky to have got through. And I mean, I've traveled a lot and I never caught it, so I'm very fortunate that I haven't, and I hope you won't either. But you know,
I'm good. Look, we made this graphic for you. It's Christmas.
I love it.
What's the worst Christmas gift you've ever received on Christmas?
The worst Christmas gift I've ever received.
Yes,
I think it's
from an ex-boyfriend.
No, I think it's I think it's probably the classic one that you always get from like parents. Socks, I think.
Socks.
Yeah, socks just really annoys me. Yeah, because I don't know. I think probably socks. My mother gets me socks a lot. I don't know why. I'm 38 years old and she still gets me socks. Part of my Christmas gift. I don't know why.
I mean, we get socks in our stockings. We call them socky walkies. I'm sending you this Christmas cheer from the Grove this afternoon. I mean, last night at the Grove.
That's beautiful.
I love you so much, Chris. I hope that you're spending a lot of time with your kids and your wife.
Yeah.
Your Dubai properties are insane. If you guys want to see more, go to @ChrisBoswell_. Look at these insane properties.
Thank you, man.
All Dubai listings.
Well, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So
Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Well, we have lots in Dubai, lots to offer, and lots in Abu Dhabi to offer. So yeah, just it's a good time to buy now. I know that every salesman or every real estate guy says that, but it really is. It's at a level from a price point where I think it's not going to drop really any further, and I think it's only going to go the other way now. So if you are serious about purchasing in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, I think it's a good time to jump in now.
I love that. Chris Boswell, our Dubai deal maker. Chris, thanks so much for coming on the show, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you very much. It's really kind of you to have me back, and have a great Christmas and Happy New Year. And I hope to see you in 2021. Fingers crossed.
Happy New Year, Chris. Yes, we will post this on our feed in case you guys missed any of Chris's insights. I love you, Chris. Have a good Christmas.
And you.
Happy Christmas.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. See ya. Bye.